This is Dabu7. At the end of the day, you have to ask, where did all the money go? The Obama administration raised the debt here in this country 86% more than all the presidents before him combined. And that debt is something that is connected to every single one of us in this country. It's what makes us debt slaves. At the same time, many witnessed the Obama administration put this purge on the U.S. military, putting this litmus test on top generals, axing them left and right year after year, depleting our southern border. What he also did is he allowed for our U.S. military to fall into shambles. This is something that others were predicting year after year. No one wanted to say anything about it, and of course the mainstream media never wants to talk about it. And what they've done is they've spread our troops so thin across the globe and put in other areas, and our troop numbers are at historic lows, that there is an issue on the horizon. They have all this talk saying all F-35s are coming this. They had all these problems. Now we come to find out that nearly 2/3 of the U.S. Navy's F/A-18 strike fighters cannot fly because they're saying there's not enough money to fix them. They drop bombs across the globe all over the place on the daily. But yet when it comes to the aircraft that we need here to protect this country, they have allowed them to fall into shambles and have no repair. Now, check this out. 62% of the Navy's F/A-18s are out of service. 27% are in major depot, with 35% simply waiting maintenance or parts. They said that 53% of all Navy aircraft, some 1,700 combat aircraft, patrol, transport planes, helicopters, all of it, cannot fly. They said the back order continues to grow. They say some subs have allegedly been out of service literally for years. Some of them much as 4 years or more. They say the Navy cannot get any money. They're seeking $440 million to be able to relocate their troops and their families to areas where they need to operate. They're saying they don't have it. People are saying, where'd the money go? What are we going to do? And some are saying that you cannot catch up even if the Trump administration gave them all the money that they needed. It would take years, his whole 4-year term, to complete this. And they're saying it has become clear, and everyone, you need to heed the sign. They're saying that it has become clear that the Navy's overall readiness has reached its lowest level in many, many years. So, wanted to make it clear, this is where we sit in terms of our military. You have to ask the question, what the hell is going on? Where did all the money go? And of course, they go out and they fight these wars across the globe. But my point to you is this: here on the home front, defense, defending our country, they are leaving us as vulnerable as it gets. And if somebody doesn't get in here and start to fix these things and get us into a position to where we can defend ourselves, they send our troops across the globe on the offensive all the time. But what happens when we have to rely on our troops for a defensive posture? They don't have the equipment or even the manpower to do it. I've worried about this for the longest time, folks. Seems people want to keep turning the cheek to it. It's your choice. The reality is this: if things don't happen quickly to get our military in a position where they can defend us in this country, it's going to just keep us in a very, very bad position. And just imagine if other countries pick up on all this and they see our weaknesses and where we're sitting, that we can't even get half of our aircraft in the air. That's a huge problem. And if an enemy knows that, they can just automatically count out half of our fleet because they cannot take off from the aircraft carrier or the airstrip or wherever. They're grounded. And in knowing that, they could also target those facilities where all the aircraft's sitting because they can't up and fly off and move out of the way. So it brings up some big time issues. And once again, raises the question, where the hell did all the money go? as they continue to rob us blind, put us further in debt, making us lifelong debt slaves here in this country, and once again depleting our U.S. military. Now, I, for one, don't believe in going to all these countries and going to war and dropping bombs like they did in Libya and all this other stuff, fighting these other men's wars. I do believe we should have a military here that is strong, that can protect us, and if needed, be able to pull off the missions that they need to pull off to keep us safe. But at this point, when they don't have the tools to do so, it's not looking good. I'll leave links. Until next time, it's been Dabu7.